Hey, welcome to Live with Lynn. If you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, type replay so I know you were here. I'm Lynn Huber, and thank you for being here with me today. So today I want to talk about start living your dream today. So are you living your dream? Are you living the life that you planned? All these years I don't know how old you are, but up until now, have the things you've done gotten you to where you want to go? Because if not, then why are you in holding mode? Why are you still there? Why are you not living your dreams? It seems like people everywhere seem to be waiting for something to happen before they can start living their dreams. And I really believe that's a mistake. That's something you just need to start. If you want to change your life, if you want your life to be what you want it to be, now is the time to begin making those things happen. Maybe you're short on time or you're short on money, but there's still things you can do to get started, right? So let today be the day that you're going to start to make your dreams come true. So I have some tips for you to keep in mind while you're working on this. So number one, realize that your life gets shorter every day. It's so easy to say, well, I'll have more time to do what I want to do after the kids finish school, or after I have a better job, or after I'm retired, or more money in the bank. But you know what? The truth is there's never going to be a better time to start living your dreams. That amount of time that we all have left gets shorter every single day, and none of us know how much time we have. So time is the most valuable resource of wealthy and successful people. It's also the most valuable resource of the average person, but the average person typically doesn't realize that. But, without going into a lot of detail, when I first started Avon, I didn't have the time. I actually had no intention of building a business in the beginning. But once I decided I was going to build a business, I didn't really have the time. I was working 60 to 70 hours a week. I was driving an hour and a half each way. I was in New York City this last weekend on the subway, and I was kind of wishing I would have had that when I was going to work, because when you're driving, you have to drive, But anyway, that's another story. But so I didn't have the time, but I knew that if I wanted my life to change, I had to do something different. So I made it work. And I know that you can too. Just realize you don't have a lot of time. You need to get busy. If you want this, you need to start living your dream today. You need to find the time, right? So number two, to find your dream, have a really crystal clear objective of what you're trying to achieve. It's not enough to have a vague idea. It's just not. It's just not. I mean, a vague idea isn't going to be motivating enough to keep you going when you're faced with obstacles. So it's important to have a really clear picture that can help keep you going even when you run into those challenges and those roadblocks, because you will. I can guarantee it. The road to success, everybody thinks it's like this, go straight up to success. And it's not. It's more like this. And there's an image about that. But it really seriously is when things get hard, you need to have that crystal clear picture of what you're working towards that's going to keep you on track even when things are hard. Because they are always going to be hard. It just is that way. So then number three, work backwards. So it's not going to be possible to take one step from where you are to the end, right? There's going to be lots of steps going to the end. So the important thing is to figure out something that you can do today and keep working. So what you do is you go to the end point of where you want to be, and you figure out backwards, okay, it's going to take this to get me there, and it's going to take this to get me to that step, and it's going to take this to get to that. And so keep working backwards from that end point until you find something that you can accomplish right now and get busy working on that, right? Number four, do a little bit every single day. Every single day turns into a lot over time. It's just amazing how it compounds. Just a little bit every day can make all the difference as long as you're consistent and you do it every day. So, cutting a few calories every day can result in a lot of weight loss over the course of a year. Adding a piece or two to a wood pile each day is a lot of wood after a year. So, you can probably reach your dreams without spending 8 hours a day on it. I didn't when I first started. When I was doing Avon, I didn't have 8 hours a day. But I found a way to fit in those things I needed to do every single day. And so just do something and don't worry about if you don't have 8 hours a day to do it. Just do it in the pockets of time that you have. If you're a mom, and you have kids, you're taking them back and forth. You're playing cab driver, right? You're taking them back and forth to, I don't know, soccer games, dance team, all these things. And you've got time in between where you're waiting for them, 15 minutes here, 10 minutes there. You can use that time to work on your dream. Absolutely, you can. Work on your limiting beliefs. We all have them. But I would probably venture to say that's probably the main reason that you don't have everything you want right now. It's because you have limiting beliefs around that. And again, like I said, we all have them, and it's something we all have to work towards. So here's some ideas about limiting beliefs. Maybe you think it's going to take too much time. You're not going to be able to be what you want to be. You're not going to be able to live the life that you want to live because it's going to take too much time. Or maybe you think it's too hard. Or maybe you think, I don't have enough money to get started. Or people won't approve. I just did a Facebook Live yesterday about that. Quit worrying about what people think, right? It doesn't matter what they think. But it's a limiting belief. It's something that could hold you back. Or I'm too tired. Or I can start next year. We already talked about that. You don't have a lot of time left, so you don't have time to waste. But any thought, any of these or any other thought that prevents you from getting what you want or from getting started on living your dream today is a limiting belief. And that's what you need to kind of work through. Sit down and spend some time with yourself and really think about those limiting beliefs. Are they really true, or is it just something you believe? And what will happen if you do what you're afraid to do? What will happen? Just really sit down and work through it until you can be comfortable that belief isn't going to hold you back anymore. Or if you need to, find someone to talk to, find a book on the subject, something, but do something to get rid of that limiting belief, because that's probably the number one reason why you haven't achieved everything you want to achieve already. Okay, so number 6, ignore the people that get in your way. So that's just human nature. We've talked about that too. We've talked about the crab syndrome, how if you throw the crabs in the bucket when you're fishing for crabs, how they will try to climb out and the other crabs will pull if the crab is trying to get out and he gets close to the top, the other crabs will pull him down. That we do that. People do that. It's sad, but people do that. There's always someone trying to get in your way. It could be a family member, it could be a friend or a neighbor, or it could just even be somebody online. I don't know why it's like people can't handle the idea that you might be doing better than them. I guess that's really what it is. But you have to be strong enough to ignore those people and stick to your plan. You just tell yourself, I'll show you, and you can have the last laugh, right? So just ignore them. That's not important. Focus on the things you can control. So there aren't really too many things that you can actually control. But it makes no sense to spend your time and your energy and your focus worrying about the things that are outside of your control, right? So keep your attention on what can make a difference, what can actually make a difference. Worrying about something you can't change isn't going to help. Instead, look for the things you can change or the things you can do and focus on those. And then number 8, celebrate victories. So a long journey is easier when you're having the pleasant experiences along the way. So celebrate your progress. It's going to be so much easier to reach the finish line because you've got something to celebrate every step of the way. Every time you say, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And when I do this, this is what I'm going to give myself, right? So celebrate it. And then all of those things can help you be successful. They can help you start living your dream life right now, today, help you get going on that. But I have another idea too. I can help you live your dreams. I can help you start living your dreams. Have you ever thought about selling Avon? We can get you started right now, today, at workwithlynn.com. That's workwithlynn, all one word, .com. And it's only $30 to get signed up. And then you get to choose 3 different starter kits valued from $70 to $100, your choice, but it's $30 out the door. $30, no tax, no shipping, nothing. Just go to workwithlynn.com, get signed up, and then we can get you up and running, and I can help you start living your dreams. It's totally possible to live life on your terms and live your life the way you want to with Avon, and I can help you do that with Avon. I'm living the life of my dreams. Richard and I haven't worked in a job since 2006, and we live our life on our own terms, and I can't tell you how freeing that is, and I can help you do that too. But hey, if Avon isn't for you, that's totally okay too. We love you as a customer. We love you as a follower. We love you as friends. Whatever our relationship is, I love you. And if you're not interested in selling Avon, if that's just not for you, that's totally okay. But you can still get busy living your dreams today with the tips that I just gave you in the video today, right? So it's never too late or too early to start living your dreams. Every second that passes is a second you can't get back. So don't waste any more time. Just do it. So there's not any reason to wait any longer, right? The time to begin living your dream is right now. Right now. So do it. Do it for you, because you're not going to get this minute back. You're not going to get this day back. So just do it. So, hey, I want to hear from you now. What do you do? What are you doing to work towards living your dreams? And what ideas do you have? Share with me below, okay? I would love to hear it. And thanks for being here with me today. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.